That's the original Loom. I just downloaded it. Um, so I may have to just remake this whole thing and just get it done in under 5 minutes. Anyway, let's just go through this real quick. Here's where you can buy your new miner. Um, you start out 23 bucks, 23.99, 24 bucks to just get your own, and that would be permanent forever. You can sell this and potentially make a break even, get your money back if you ever want to. But then if you get some of these unique miners going, you get them upgraded nice, you can sell them for a decent profit sometimes. Um, but anyway, if you do get into it with your own money, you can always back out and pretty much get your money back, if not a little bit more. So anyway, so it's basically $24 per terahash, and that's when you buy the miner. If you do this monthly, where it will automatically do more and more and more every month, 40 bucks, you get almost 2 terahashes. So that's about 20 per. You see this first one, you get 1.5 terahash, but then every month you get 2. So that's a little bit cheaper if you do a recurring thing. And that's the theme. I mean, that's everywhere. The more you buy or you do auto payments, you're going to get some kind of discount. So that's that. You can pay by card, buy crypto, buy all sorts of fun stuff. That's a lot of payment methods. Credit cards don't typically work. Some banks do well with crypto, like Ally Bank, I heard, does really good. Ironically, I got the crypto.com debit card. That does not work for crypto, unfortunately. I thought that would be a slam dunk, but no. Anyway, so that's that. Let's look at the dashboard and rewards real quick while we got some time. This is pretty much what it looks like. This is your computing power every day. Switch this over to USD, so everything is on the same playing field. So look at these bottom ones. The reward for this day was $19.22. That was the whole pool reward, and I actually got $19.22 because I reinvested. And this version of reinvestment is every day I get a little bit more power based on how much reward I get. So as I get more power, I'll get more reward, and then the next day I'll get even a little bit more power. Next day a little bit more reward, and that's for doing nothing other than I did put an initial investment. I think I bought maybe somewhere around 425 terahashes with my own money, and since then it's just grown and grown and grown on its own. But you see the pool reward and your personal reward are the same here. Basically what that means is they didn't take any electric costs, any service costs out of this reward. They did take it out of my Gomining available balance. So that's how things get paid for typically. You can also use other crypto, but by default, use Gomining tokens in the Gomining system. This top line now is a little bit different. You can see here the pool reward was 21 bucks almost, and then you'll give or take 15 for service. Ended up with 550. That's looking at 25%. That's pretty darn low. I'm really shooting for about 50%, and then that just goes back to things like the discounts and some other things that you can do to increase that. Nevertheless, at this stage, this thing is fully funding itself. It makes 20 bucks a day, give or take, dumps it back into the system one way or the other, whether it's converting it into power or converting it into your Bitcoin. Either way, you get a bit of a bonus if you do that by default. And here's a real quick glimpse on how that works. Turn on the maintenance, where you can get the 20% discount up to, but you saw it takes a lot of money to invest. And then here's your reinvestment. This is the cool part. If you switch it straight into Gomining tokens, you get your $20 worth of Bitcoin reward, and that just automatically turns into Gomining, which, again, Gomining right now is around 35 cents each. That really doesn't matter for these purposes. The second thing, and this is the one I do most of the time, you invest in your own miners, your terahash. So you pick this. It says you're going to get 2.2 terahashes, but once you pick a miner, it doesn't really matter which one you pick. But now, 1 terahash almost. But again, you put that terahash back in. Tomorrow I got about 1 more terahash, and then I make a little bit more reward, and then I get a little bit more terahash the next day. So on and so forth. So in like years and years and years, I'll be getting like, who knows, 10, 20, 30, 40 terahashes a day. But of course, that would take a long time. So that's that for this section. I guess I'll stop it here and pick up something else in the next video.